Alrighty then, bro.
I kind of surprised you with that the entry there, didn't I, bro?
Yeah.
It was a little unexpected. Oh, man. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Dude, I am so excited for tonight's stream. How about you, bro?
Oh, yes.
We are talking about companies in space, space exploration, and what is coming up in the near future, hopefully.
Hey, James.
But with space, you never know.
We're 3/4 of the way to 100 subs.
Are we?
Yeah.
Whoa, Jen, good to see ya.
Hey, yo.
It has been a while. Yeah, we are on YouTube now. I don't know if yeah, we're back. We're back.
We started on YouTube, moved to Twitch, and now we're back on YouTube.
And we're back. Yeah, and we are. We're 1/4 of a way to 100 subs, which means we can then name our URL extension. Woo!
Oh yeah.
So it's good to see you again, Jen. And we're glad to be back on YouTube. Welcome to the Basement Brothers. Yeet. Yeah, so we're talking about space tonight. You wanna get us started with some random facts, bro?
Oh yes.
Why don't you hit us with those random facts? Why don't
just
you
open up the tab that has that on my computer? I have way too many tabs open right now.
Chop chop, bro.
I'm sorry. Okay, here it is. So
whoa. Actually, before that, now that you just brought it up, I do have to say something. If you're on our Discord or if you saw my tweet from earlier today, I think we've made a rite of passage today on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
One of our videos got copyright claimed, and by none other than Samsung themselves, because we showed their advertisement last week, and apparently that's not acceptable. So I just thought it was a ironic and kind of funny situation that happened, and I feel like as YouTubers we've crossed a line into a more valid place. We now know what it's like to be demonetized or copyright claimed. So yeah, just thought we'd share a little tidbit as we're getting close to 100 subs now too. So that's really exciting. But yeah, Joe, hit us with that random fact, will you?
So, the Space Shuttle Enterprise, you know that shuttle
Yeah.
they try to make to be a reusable spacecraft?
Yep.
Even though it was
The one that didn't turn out so hot as a reusable spacecraft?
not that one.
Oh, a different
This one was only ever used for testing and not flew into space. That was the shuttle that they used for, like, civilians or whatever.
Okay.
No, this was Enterprise. It initially was named Constitution, but fans of the Star Trek series ran a successful write-in campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So wait, which I'm sorry, which rocket was this?
Enterprise.
I don't know which one that is. Do you?
It was
I don't recall this
for testing purpose.
Right, but I don't actually know. I've never heard of that one. I'm very confused right now.
Space Shuttle Enterprise.
Do you have an image?
First orbiter of the Space Shuttle system.
Do you have an image? My good brother.
I sent it to you on Discord.
I'll say I'm waiting for it.
I can't access Discord because I put it on this screen. Wait. Let me see if I can get it blindly. No, I don't think I can get it blindly.
Oh my goodness. What did you Google? Did you just Google search?
Enterprise Shuttle. It was the first one of the shuttle system, James.
Enterprise Shuttle. Oh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's the one I was talking about.
It didn't burn up.
I didn't say it burned up. I said it didn't work very well for being reusable.
Oh, I thought you were saying that it didn't turn out so hot, referring to the one that burned up.
No, I wouldn't make that kind of a joke. Jeez.
Well, after that.
No,
awkward.
yeah, that's awkward. All right, here's the one that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Which is the one that I was talking about, and Joe just apparently didn't understand.
I thought you were making a pun about the one that burnt up.
No, they didn't. So with this shuttle, it didn't end up being. It ended up being a huge money pit, essentially.
Yeah.
Because it cost more to service it. Yeah, to service it and reuse it than it would just be to use solid boosters.
Or to build another shuttle.
Yeah, to just restart, get new pieces, and then go again. And that's something that with new space travel, we're trying to figure out how to make things reusable, and we'll talk more about that in a short minute here. But that's an interesting fact. I forgot you were back on YouTube, but yeah, no problem, Mark. glad to see you here. I figured that because I saw you in the Twitch chat, but I figured he'll catch on because I posted it pretty much everywhere that we're live. So good to see you. Also, before we move forward here, I'm just gonna make you a moderator because you're pretty much in here every week anyway, and that way you now have the power, my friend, to deal with whoever whoever causes trouble in chat. Deal with those trolls.
Yes.
Thank you, Mark.
You don't get a sword, you get a wrench.
Yes, I will be changing the banner tonight so that it doesn't say live on Twitch anymore. I just didn't have a chance to. I didn't have a chance to get to that this week just because I really wanted to. I'll be honest. I got sucked into the whole space companies research, and I prioritize that, which is good because tonight's show is packed full of information. And honestly, I didn't get a chance to really. I don't think we'll get a chance to talk about everything because there were more companies involved in space than I thought there were going to be. But yeah, we're basically going to touch on the big ones tonight. With that, let's just hop right in. Let's just jump into it. Let's just get right into this first topic, or the only topic I should say, and that is private companies in space, and what that means for space travel, and what different ways there are to make money in space. I noticed here in my notes that I didn't actually list all the companies at the top, did I? So we're just going to go through and talk about what ways there are to make money in space. Joe, what did you do for research on this? What did you find out?
Well, I pretty much just found that the two biggest ones were, obviously SpaceX. Everyone knows about SpaceX with Elon Musk, and yeah. And then the other one was some Canadian company that I found that I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, I saw you wrote that one down.
What was it called? Let me find our research.
Is it
sheet.
Telesat?
Yes, Telesat. That's the Canadian one. That's competing with SpaceX. And
do they have some of the same goals, like making cheaper reusable rockets?
I don't know. Here, let me go to their website and see. Oh, whoops, I almost clicked change. No, I just want to visit. Okay. So, about us, who we are. Telesat is a leading global satellite operator providing reliable and secure satellite-delivered communications. So that's what their goal is, to improve satellites.
I would say it sounds more like they're satellite-focused. But that's okay. We're going to talk about that's one of the many ways of making money in space. Let me just list off the ones that I found, or at least the bigger ones. So right off the bat, there's the obvious one of space tourism, which, as you can imagine, is sending up civilians to experience space. And then you have moon, or I guess the next one would be satellites, which is the next most common one. So sending up satellites for communication. I think this would actually branch into almost two businesses, where you'd have one of sending satellites up into orbit, and then you have the other one of creating satellites and setting up networks. And there are several companies that fit under that. I would say that's one of the largest categories is in satellites. And then there's moon resources, which I was not aware there were actually so many. There are more than I thought there were going to be. And also exciting stuff with that, there has recently been a launch of the first it's not actually a company, it's a non-profit. Well, I guess that is. It's a non-profit.
Yeah, something really interesting.
But the first non-profit launch, or the first private firm, I should say, launched one of their moon landers in February here. So it's actually on its way to the moon, which is really cool because it'll be the first private firm other than like a country that's landed on the moon. The only countries that have successfully landed on the moon have been China, Russia, and the U.S.
Russia did?
Yep.
Oh.
So did China.
I knew that.
You didn't know about Russia? Joe, the whole space race, man.
Yeah.
So what were you going to say, though?
Oh, something really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the missions to space, we have yet to have one person die in space. We've had lots of people die in takeoff.
Someone actually has died in space?
No,
Though?
no one has.
Oh, no one has. Yeah.
Out of all the like time that people have spent in space and all the
Yeah,
things that
no
go
one's
wrong,
actually died
not
in
a
space.
single person has actually died in space. It's only been in takeoff or re-entry.
Well, isn't that like the most dangerous
It is the most dangerous part.
So
But
that
think
kind of
about
makes
it,
sense.
like you do one wrong thing once you're out there, like especially with Apollo 13. Apollo 13 was a miracle.
Yeah. I want to catch up on comments here. So we had Tully saying, why only YouTube? Because then we don't have to watch 2 comment sections. And I feel like YouTube is where a core of our audience is. So for now, we're just going to stick with YouTube because it's more practical.
And also we can't get affiliate with Twitch with how much we stream.
Yeah, that was the other thing is we're never, with how much we stream, because we put together a really good show for one night a week. And because of that, we never get the watch time that we need, or not watch time, the live time that we need.
Yeah, don't you need 10 hours per month?
I think it's like 10 hours per month, yeah.
Which we would only get 4 with our current schedule.
Or it was closer than that. We were close.
Maybe it was 5 or
I think
6.
it was 6 or 8.
Or 6 or 8.
That you need to get affiliate. So we realized, hey, we're never going to get affiliate doing this. So we might as well put all the focus on our YouTube channel. And then we had Zach being, can I be a mod? We only need 1 mod right now, just because we're not big. If things pick up and we get more people in here and we need more help, we'll we'll get more people. But
I don't know if you looked into that link that I put in of Starlink.
Let me see.
Do you know anything about Starlink?
No.
All I didn't see anything on that. Elon Musk is a madman.
SpaceX fires up hiring team to build a Starlink orbital broadband network. Okay, we'll talk more about Elon Musk in a bit. Madman is a good way of putting it. Really ambitious. Really ambitious.
Well,
is
you just
way
saw the
of
photos on that thing, right?
Yeah. Tully says, watched a SpaceX launch in person last year. It was awesome. Dude, I would love to see a space launch in person.
It'd be cool.
I really, I hope, that's one of my, I guess you could say it's one of my bucket list items. Just see a spaceship launch. That'd be awesome. Does it make you wonder if people colonize the moon, would we be able to would we be able to see it or signs of it at night? No,
well,
think
about it. You see the lights at Earth, like at night, like satellite photos, we can see the lights of Earth. So
I would think if it was a big enough settlement.
Yeah, then you'd see the lights just like you can see the lights of Earth.
Or maybe even with a telescope.
Maybe.
I think if it got big enough, you totally would. So, and moon colonization, that is something on the list of things. And honestly, I do feel like it is possible to see that within my lifetime.
Is it worth it?
And we will talk about that too. But I think the first step here, and I do want to go in order because I think these are things that'll go sequentially or they'll happen sequentially in the space of time. So I think the first thing that's going to happen is definitely we're going to start seeing space tourism. And there's really 2 big contenders in this space right now. Space. And that would be Blue Origin and also Virgin Galactic. Those are like the 2 bigger companies that are really shooting for this space tourism. Right now, I would say that Blue Origin kind of has the lead. They actually have attained getting into or escaping Earth's atmosphere, or not atmosphere, but getting into what's considered space, which is the Kármán line. 62 miles above Earth's surface is considered where you transfer from Earth into space. It's that border, that boundary. And Blue Origin has actually successfully gotten up to 73.8 miles at this point. So they've actually achieved that, getting into space. And obviously that would be your big selling point is, hey, come do tourism with us because we actually get you into space. Whereas Virgin Galactic's only gotten up to 55 miles high. So they're not even, they're close, but they're not quite getting you into that space experience. The only thing that I think would be different with Virgin Galactic is they're looking at a 90-minute flight time. So I think you'd have a longer time in the air or above the surface. I don't know how long, I couldn't find anything on how long Blue Origins would be. But we do have a video Blue Origin's launch. Another thing to keep in mind too is, does the name Jeff Bezos sound familiar, Joe?
Maybe just a little.
Does it sound familiar?
Known to be the richest man currently living on Earth.
Yes, he is Amazon, the Amazon CEO. He is actually the founder of Blue Origin. So that's going to be there. And this is strictly dedicated for space tourism. At least the ship that they have. But let me bring up the ship here. I think it's really interesting. Oh, this isn't. This is the article. Whoops. Blue Origin launch. Here we go. Let me change screens here. Sorry, still working with the new setup, trying to figure it out. And we'll unmute that.
Be careful, James. We might get demonetized.
Yeah, right? No, more than likely. I think there's desktop audio. All right. Here we go. So we won't watch the whole thing. I do want to see the launch though, because that's like obviously the best part.
Oh yeah.
Where is it here? Oh, right here.
There's
something so satisfying about watching a rocket take off.
Well, especially like all the ice crackling off of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's like a weird shaped rocket.
It is. It's a really weird shaped rocket, and the engine looks so small in proportion to the rest of it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I was like, what is that?
You're like, who's talking? No, it's the person narrating it.
Yeah.
I saw the Blue Origin rocket at EAA last year. Really, Mark? That's awesome. Could you imagine trying to follow that once it gets super high up? Like with the camera?
Hey, that's not as insane as the people that follow the golf balls do air in professional golf. Those people cannot be paid enough.
Oh, out of focus. Good job. All right, so then if we go forward here, let's see. Dude, you can barely see it at that point. So it actually separates, the booster separates first and comes back down.
Oh.
Like she was saying, it separates from the capsule itself. It's smaller than you might think. Really? I ought to say it looks pretty big. And then, just like with the SpaceX rockets, they do a landing sequence.
Oh.
And then it comes back down. So then you're saving that part of it.
Yeah.
That's just so amazing to me. Like thinking about all the calculations it has to make to make that landing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So then the crew capsule, they actually just pull parachutes on it. And have that come back down. And I wonder, on the inside, how hard this landing is. Here. It's really interesting. Because like it looks like it's soft, but I can't imagine at what speed that's going.
That does not look soft.
Like, I just... Shoot, that is impressive. Yeah, right, Jen? Yeah, vertical rocket landings are really impressive. But that looks like it'd be really like a rough landing, doesn't it? Just poof. So I'm wondering like what kind of mounts the seats are in.
That can handle that.
That can handle, impact. Like that can absorb that shock. And then on top of that, it almost looks like there's something underneath. Doesn't it? Like underneath the capsule itself that kind of cushions it.
Well, a heat shield.
No, it like, you notice how it almost does a secondary fall? Like watch it here. It almost kind of glides after it hits the ground a little bit. Wait for it. Like you see what I mean? Like it's almost like it's got another air cushion underneath it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's
maybe
if that's another thing that they're using, But yeah, so that's Blue Origin's space rocket. Yo, Max, good to see ya. You and Joe make a nice duo. Joe's dry humor. Yeah, your dry humor over there, bro. Jeez. I went to the dentist today. I have 1 cavity and 4 wisdom teeth. Wow.
Oh, fun.
That's wisdom teeth. Those are rough. Well, they're rough if you get what I got. I got dry socket with mine, and that was oof. That's painful. That's really painful. So good luck to you in 2020.
Something that one teacher at my school said for like some weird club he has. He says, dentists, what exactly are they denting? The world may never know.
Yep, that was a good one.
Hey, that's my joke. That's not my joke. That's a teacher. Yeah, it's part of.
Is that Floss Club?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that club. I was never a part of it. So yeah, that is Blue Origin's launch, and I think it's the most promising when it comes to current space tourism. The other thing that I found that was really interesting, the more expensive space tourism projects that are coming up, you have SpaceX, who is going to offer the first orbit around the moon, and they want to have this voyage somewhere in the year 2023. And they actually have the passenger. I don't want to try to pronounce that name. It's
Yusaku Maizawa.
Yes.
That probably was racist.
That name. You just tried to pronounce it, bro. Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
So that, yeah. They're going to try to send him around the moon. What was that? Oh my gosh, James. Yeah, dry socket. Oof. It's really bad. Don't worry, Zach. It's going to be okay. More than likely, people typically don't get it, but yeah, you do have a chance of getting it.
I've got 2 cavities right now.
I have never had a cavity. So.
Well, technically they're kind of cavities, but kind of not. It's just the way my tooth grew that it grew like naturally with a little hole in it. And they said I should get it filled in so it doesn't get any worse. Yep.
Side tangent. All right.
Tangent.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting. SpaceX orbit around the moon. That's really once again, Elon Musk, very ambitious individual. And then what I found. Okay, so this company, Axiom Space, I think that's how you pronounce that, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it's Axiom Space. They actually they were founded in 2016 by this Michael T. Suffredini,
I think.
Suffredini. He was the former program manager of the ISS.
By the way, I have. This is a really weird side tangent, but
Joe, I'm trying to get through stuff here, man.
Sorry, but
we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
When you wrote ISS in the document, I had like something in my eye. When I looked at it, I saw an extra I in between the 2 S's, and I was really concerned.
No, we're not talking about ISIS. All right, we're talking about the ISS. Very different. All right, very, very different.
I'm kind of tired too.
Yikes! All right, so former program manager of the ISS has now established Axiom Space in 2016 with 60 employees, and what they want to do. Oops, sorry. What they want to do is construct the first commercial. First commercial space station. So have an orbital space station that is used for commercial purposes of training commercial astronauts, as well as helping governments do orbital research. Mark, so you can pay a very large sum of money to spend a couple of weeks on the ISS when the Russians don't need a third seat in the Soyuz rocket. They sell it the seat to the public. Really? Wow, that's interesting. So they're already kind of doing that, right? Right. So, and then on top of that, so it's gonna be used to conduct astronaut training, but then also for the low price, Joe, of $55 million for an 8-night stay.
That's pocket change.
Pocket change, man.
Is this some sort of peasant joke that I'm too rich to understand? Isn't that from Monty Python?
I feel like it is. If not, that was still funny. And this $55 million 8-night stay will also get you the 15 weeks of training back on Earth. So that's included in your package. And then, aside from the comfortable interior, the station will also include high-speed Wi-Fi, video screens, picture windows, and a glass-walled cupola. Which, a cupola, if you don't know, is like a dome-shaped window. And it will be the largest observatory ever constructed in a space environment. Yep, that has been a thing for a number of years now. Yep. Yeah, I think I heard about it a while back. Hello, Hope. Welcome. Hey, Travis. Good to see you in here, too.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Will you be live streaming your D&D campaigns? Oh, that is a fantastic question. I would like to, but the equipment needed for that is probably beyond our reach. But no, D&D campaigns, it's definitely something we're getting into here.
I mean, we could just set up your GoPro and...
Well, but you can't live stream from that GoPro.
Oh. Yeah.
So we could record, but that won't...
And then the edit would be...
And that's the thing, is editing it out is part of the time. So make it happen, James. Hey, Tyler, welcome. Yeah, so we're definitely looking into options for D&D, but...
I mean, we did live stream Viva Pinata.
Yeah. This is, like I said, this is just a little bit more setup, though. So we will be contemplating how we can do that and coming up with maybe a solution, because it's definitely something that we're really into right now. And but my perfectionist self wants it to be done right. Yes, you did.
Yep.
You did. You did catch us live. So yeah, Axiom Space, pretty ambitious in their endeavors and wanting to get a commercial space station set up. I think it's going to take them quite some time. That will be a very costly and long-term investment. So that's kind of the industry of space tourism right now and where it stands. I think our best are the most recent thing, or the thing that's going to get us there the fastest, will probably be Blue Origin. I expect them to be giving space tours maybe within the next 5 years. That's what I would think. The thing is, it takes a lot more to send people up in space because of all the regulations than it does to send cargo.
Or a Tesla.
Or a Tesla. Yeah. Moving on. Satellites are the next venture into space, and are already a pretty big investment. There's a lot of companies that provide this as a what do you say, like a communications benefit. What?
We got a pretty good question.
Oh goodness. Chat. What is it, Joe?
Which fast food company will have the first moon drive-through?
This is a question that needs to be answered.
Hope thinks it's Sonic. I don't know.
I've never ever been to a Sonic.
Same. I'm thinking McDonald's.
I could see McDonald's doing that.
McDonald's moon.
That could. I don't know if I'd name it that.
Well, Moon McDonald's.
Well, because
what?
Well, you know the term mooning, right?
Oh well. I'm just alliterating, man. James.
I know
also,
you
we
are.
actually left the door open, but
Yeah, we did. That's all right. It gets hot in here.
The
McMoon burger
specialty.
Oh man, this is great.
We gotta spread Wisconsin culture up there. We have a Culver's.
Maybe not right now, but you need to check out Space Adventures. Oh, what's Space Adventures? Share with us in chat, Mark, if you know something that I don't. And look, Joe's gonna look it up, even though you told him not to.
Oh, it's another tourism company.
Oh, is it?
It's Virginia-based, founded in 1998.
Oh man, they've been doing that for a long time. So are they even close? You would think if anyone would be closest, it would be them because they've been doing it for like forever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Fly
honestly,
around the moon.
I think Blue Origin is... Oh, so they're going far, too. They're doing, like, the SpaceX route.
Oh, and it looks like they even have spacewalks. Yeah, they have spacewalks offered.
Jeez, that's gotta be expensive.
Train like an astronaut.
If the company that coordinates the private Russian ISS trips. Oh, okay. So they already are kind of offering something. The ISS trips. Interesting. But yes, we were going to talk about satellites. While Joe looks into that some more, let me talk about satellites.
I think I understand.
Did you? Are you good?
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, satellite. No, it's fine. The satellites. There's Kepler Communications, which their ultimate goal is to build low-cost in-space telecommunication networks for spaceborne assets. I know that's a lot of words and a lot of confusing words. So basically, let me simplify that. Provide connectivity for other satellites. So being able to build like a satellite network, and then also provide low power, low bandwidth, and low cost global connectivity. That makes way more sense to me than their initial mission statement. So that's kind of Kepler Communications' goal. Then there's Alba Orbital, which was founded in 2012, constructed to build pocket cube satellites used for space research. This was actually a kickstarted company, which I found really interesting. And I believe they do contracted work in Europe. Yeah, interesting, right? Then there's Digital Solid State Propulsion, founded in 2005. They develop microthrusters for propulsion technology for small satellites that allow them to make orbital maneuvers. So basically they make a, what do you call it? A very weak engine.
A launchy launch.
Well, no, it's basically a weak engine that can make orbital maneuvers for a cheap amount of fuel. Right? That's a good way of explaining it. Can we get a Joe Yeet?
Wait, James.
Here.
Give me a space yeet.
Oh, yes, a space yeet.
Yeet. That was a higher pitched one. I mean, space, boyos. Wait.
There you go.
Gotta see what's in the box. Woo! Yeet.
Well, that was quite the space yeet, bro. Good job.
Space yeet. Moon yeet.
Oh no, I don't have that one.
We don't have a moon background, people.
Oops. Forgot about that. So yeah, after Digital Solid State Propulsion, I also found Firefly Aerospace, founded in 2017, so this one's fairly new, develops small and medium-sized launch vehicles for commercial launches into orbit. So this is more like you're talking about where you're launching satellites for other companies or governments to get satellites into space. But they're medium-sized, so they're not like the Falcon Heavy, that can do a huge payload. And then the last one that I found, well, like I said, there's many more than just these companies, but these were kind of the more common ones. There's Nova Works, and they're contracted to make satellites in the U.S., I believe. So yeah, those are just some of the few satellite companies or ones that have influence in that satellite realm. It's actually a pretty big industry because there's a lot going on in satellite technology and research and communication. It's a big deal. And GPS, like everything, basically phones today rely on satellites for quite a bit. So the next section, or the next thing in space that we'll probably start to attain, is moon resources. This I found was mainly inspired, and I didn't realize this, but by Google Lunar, the X Prize. Have you heard of this, Joe?
No, not until today.
Yeah, so basically, this challenge called for privately funded teams to be the first to land a robotic spacecraft on the moon, travel 500 meters, and then transmit back to Earth high-definition video and images. And if they were to do this, they would get $20 million for the first place winner and $5 million for second place. Unfortunately, no one did it.
Yeah.
No one succeeded in completing this
Was
mission.
it a limited time?
And it was a limited time. I want to say it was
Okay.
2008 to 2018 is what it was. Or 2007 to 2018, I think. 7 normal citizens have flown to the ISS as passengers of the Soyuz. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's good information to know. I just realized this screen has gray bars on it. Let me just fix that real quick. I know it's bugging me. You guys may not care, but it bugged me. All right, it's fixed. But no, this basically started a lot of these smaller companies that were shooting for the moon because they wanted to win this prize. And because Google was challenging them essentially to do it. Unfortunately, like I said, no one actually won the prize, but it did propel a lot of companies forward into doing moon missions. So we have Astrobotic Technology, and they were founded in 2008 with the goal of winning the Google Lunar X prize. And they develop space robotics technology for lunar and planetary missions. Their first launch is now expected to take place in 2020. Where do newly-wed moon couples go for their post-wedding trip? Honey Earth.
I love it.
Hoy, yikes! All right, well that's a good one, Max.
Honey
That's
Earth. That's pretty great.
That's
I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Whew. Full of good jokes tonight.
That's my kind of humor. I think.
Oh, great. And then another company that was founded through this, and once again, there are many other companies that were founded through this prize. I just wanted to grab a few that were more prominent. We have Moon Express, or MoonX, which it was founded in 2010 with the goal of winning the Google Prize. But ultimately, they also want to end up mining the moon for natural resources.
Where are this rare chemicals rare on Earth? Do you mean the rare Earth?
No, chemicals rare on Earth is what I mean.
Well, okay.
So
I believe all of those there are part of the Rare Earth series.
What rare? There's a Rare Earth series.
Yeah.
Of what?
On the periodic table.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know the periodic table that well.
It's probably the Rare Earth series is what it's referring to.
maybe. But those are found on the moon, and I'm not going to. Do you want to attempt to say them? Do you?
Niobium, yttrium, and dysprosium. I've done a lot of chemistry in my time.
Okay. Okay. That was impressive, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Did you just know like how to say them? Like,
yeah, I've done a lot of things. James, I read an entire like thick book that had a page dedicated to each element on the periodic table.
Was this in your random facts book, or is this just?
No, I have another book upstairs. It's called The Elements.
And you just for fun?
Yeah, I read that for fun when I was in like
peruse
5th grade.
the table of elements in my spare time, in my free time. That's what I do. I go through the table of elements. That's normal.
James.
Oh, Joe.
That was when I was in like 6th-ish grade.
6th grade?
I think.
Jeez. Also, the cost of the ISS visitor, $20 million, and required 6 months of training in the Russian Space Center. Holy smokes. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's still cheaper than $55 million for 8 days.
That's true.
Oh,
but it's
man.
also with Russia. Do you trust it?
Yeah, what's that training like?
You eat potato.
So, some other resources, because one of my main things with the moon is like, if we're going there, why are we going there? What resources can we get, or what can organizations attain through this? And some valuable resources are actually helium-3, which is apparently a clean source of energy, or a cleaner source of energy. And then also for asteroid mining, so you'd find different elements like gold. I forget the other ones that were listed on that. But gold is one of them. So asteroid mining as well as water. Using water there to establish settlements. So those would be the reasons to go. I think the biggest one would be that helium-3, using it for energy. So the last one that I wanted to talk about when it comes to moon resources and moon exploration is, I think it's just Space IL.
Is it Spatial? I don't know.
Spatial, Space IL. It's a Israel non-profit organization. This is that one that I was talking about at the beginning that launched in February, and it's now going to spend several weeks orbiting Earth until it actually gets over to the moon. But it was successfully launched, and I actually watched that launch. It was really cool. Really cool to see it live. But like I said earlier too, as of right now, the only countries that have actually successfully landed on the moon have been Russia, China, and the U.S. U.S. being the first, of course. Right, Joe?
Mm-hmm. Now, one of our viewers put in chat that they want to make moon jewelry.
Moon jewelry?
You want to know what I think about that, James?
That'd be expensive jewelry.
I think that they would be out of this world.
I just want to take a brief moment here to apologize to the audience. These jokes were not scripted at all. They are on the fly and very dry. So just take them as they are. All right. Thank you. That's been a brief PSA for you. All right. Allegedly. So that's moon exploration, moon companies. If you believe moon landing was not faked, yeah, it wasn't faked.
It wasn't faked.
My opinion and fact. Look it up.
I mean, people have literally sent out things like
it's not opinion, it's fact.
Signals to the moon.
Yeah. So just look up the facts, people. Just look up the facts. And before we go on to talk about SpaceX, because SpaceX I kind of put in its own category because it kind of covers everything. It really does. And it covers beyond too. It even goes to the aspirations, like you said, of a orbital network,
whatever.
Orbital network and Mars settlement. Like SpaceX takes it to a whole new level that no other industry is really looking at right now.
Not just Mars settlement.
Yeah,
they actually want to take it so far as to do global warming on Mars to make it habitable for humans.
Yeah, they're thinking
without oxygen.
They're thinking so far in advance that we really couldn't talk about it as just one subject. Now imagine this: moon music.
Moon music. What would the culture of the moon be, James?
What would the moon culture be? Could you imagine
what if there are natives there?
The first child born. What if there are natives there?
We gotta think about the native people, James.
I think we would have seen the natives by now, Joe. All right. Oh my word. Anyone looking to debate the moon landings, hit me up. Okay, that's Mark Mutza. Go ahead and talk to Mark if you think.
Also known as Lubert the Great.
Also known as Lubert the Great. Go ahead and hit up Mark if you want to talk about the moon landing debate. He'll let you know what's up.
Moon music sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Once again, also be out of this world.
Natives are cool. Oh man. So we'll talk about SpaceX here in a second. But the last interesting service that I found, do you see that one on the list, Joe?
I saw it there.
Space burial. Burial in space. So there are companies right now, two in particular. We have, what is that? Celestis?
And Elysium.
It was a company, not Elysium, but Celestis, was founded in 1994. And they will launch your cremated human remains into space. But to make it more affordable, because obviously that's expensive, you can choose 1 to 7 grams that'll be launched into space, and your loved ones can attend the rocket launch. So that's the service they provide. And then Elysium Space was founded in 2015, so it's a little newer, and they are actually the first ones to offer burial on the moon or just send it out into space as well. They haven't actually. Oh, now I have to mod Lubert the Great, not Mark. Add moderator. There you go. Lubert the Great. Now you've got 2 mod accounts. Congrats. Oh, man. All right, so... So yeah, Elysium Space, newer and offering newer services.
Didn't the
What's really interesting though is when I looked at these companies on Wikipedia, it actually lists their launches, and they launch your remains into space, right? But it deorbits, so then it actually comes back down and burns up in the atmosphere. So you're really just getting rained down on everyone and burned into the atmosphere.
And then become common house dust.
Yes, and then become common house dust. That's what happens when you launch yourself into space.
That's what That's what the guy that I believe the guy that made like the initial creator of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Decided he buried that route.
Oh, probably.
I'm pretty sure that's.
But no, I just found it like space burial. What a service! What a thing! It's kind of cool because then your relatives all get to come and watch you get launched.
I personally want to be buried by becoming a diamond. Have you seen that one?
That's a pretty cool option too. Anyway. Oh, is that the person? Gene Roddenberry? I don't know who made Star Trek.
I'm gonna look it up if that's the thing.
I've never watched. Oh no, I've seen a few episodes. Of Star Trek. Yes, confirmed. But yes, space burial is an option, in case you were wondering. Although Elysium Space does not have a very good record. When I was looking on Wikipedia, they only had 2 launches, and one of them failed. So, just to let you know, if you're going with one, I would probably do the Celestis. Or Celestis.
Mm-hmm.
1 gram, though, right? Well, 1 to 7. It depends on how much you want to pay. That's really what it comes down to. How much are you going to pay for your funeral? Yep. Which you're already choosing a pretty expensive option. All right. SpaceX is really the last thing we need to talk about. But it's also one of the most important things we're going to talk about.
I thought we already talked about SpaceX.
We did not. I remember I skipped over it because
okay.
I wanted to talk about space burial first. Thought that was an interesting little tidbit to add. SpaceX, founded by Elon Musk in 2002. That seems so long ago now. That's
when I was born.
Right, yeah, when you were born. With the goal of reducing space transportation costs and enabling the colonization of Mars. He had that goal way back in 2002.
When I was born.
When Joe was born. But the reason that SpaceX is so important is because they've achieved so many first milestones. So just to list the ones here, they were the first privately funded liquid propellant rocket to reach orbit. That was the Falcon 1 in 2008. First private company to launch and orbit and recover a spacecraft. That was the Dragon in 2010. The first private company to send a spacecraft to the ISS, the Dragon in 2012. The first propulsive landing for an orbital rocket, and that was the Falcon 9 in 2015. The first reuse of an orbital rocket, the Falcon 9 in 2017. And the first company to launch an object into orbit around the sun, the Falcon Heavy's payload of a Tesla Roadster in 2018. Pretty recent. If you guys saw the Roadster, that was pretty cool. The rockets can land themselves and be reused. Exactly.
Yep.
That is one of the innovative technologies that they have developed, and we have a video of it. Let me bring that up. And also another cool thing, we don't have time to show it here, but the another cool thing to look up is all the failures that they had when they were first trying to figure it out. All the failures that the rockets had coming back down and landing.
Well, NASA and Russia both had, and the USSR both had so many failures too.
Well, but I'm talking just these ones in particular too. When you see it coming down, and you're like, "Oh, is it gonna make it? Is it gonna make it?" And then it like lands. Oh, it just tips over and. But it's really cool. They're fun to watch, even though it's like so much money just down the drain. But here we go. This is 2 of them landing on land. Unfortunately, the one that was landing over on the water, on their raft. What do you call it? Barge. The footage cut out for that, so we're only going to see the landing of these 2. Oh, there we go. Desktop audio.
I don't have chat anymore, bro.
Oh, sorry. Here.
And that landing burn has
Where is Jack? There it is. So there the two come in. That is just awesome. The Falcons have landed.
Hey, also interesting thing.
What?
They were the first company to have its CEO host meme review.
Yes. They were. They were the first company to have meme review. Yeah. See, and this one is the one that cut out because they had the one from the barge. It cut out though. Let's just see that again. Let's just appreciate this landing again.
It's oddly satisfying to watch.
It really is.
It looks like just a takeoff played in reverse.
Yeah. Man, oh man, that's awesome. And this was from a Falcon Heavy rocket, which, if you think this is cool, there's also something really cool to be said about the takeoff of a Falcon Heavy. Let me pull that up for you here, because there is a lot of power in these things, man. I actually skipped ahead to the launch on this one. Here we go. You ready?
Wait, is this the one with the Tesla?
No, this was a test, I think. I don't know if this was the Tesla one.
Well, it says that Falcon Heavy's payload was the Tesla Roadster.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I didn't watch this video all the way through. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Those flames. They're almost like the height of the rocket itself.
They're longer than the rocket.
Yeah. That's insane, man. Holy smokes.
30 seconds if you can hear me over the cheering.
Oh, modern technology.
Wow.
On the history of Saturn V Apollo, returning.
You know, every time I see a rocket launch too, I kind of just think, imagine those first astronauts, like, flying on a rocket. You're literally just sitting on explosives and hoping and trusting that everything works out. You know, that everyone's done their math correctly and that we've built this spaceship to be the best that it can be.
You've heard the call out. Vehicle is supersonic.
Sometimes when I see a rocket launch, I just say, would you look at that? All right, thank you, Hope, for stopping by, and have a good night. Thank you so much.
Max Q, the period of maximum loads on the vehicle.
So this is where.
Next up, we'll be waiting for the.
Oh, we have to see this part where you get to see the Earth. So at this point, they've separated all the boosters. So these two on the bottom, I think, are the ones that are coming back down. And that was the last one. Dude, this is so cool. See, it's not flat. The Earth is not flat. Oh, it is the Roadster. It is the Roadster.
Yeah.
Yep. Woohoo! Oh, that was so cool.
Now SpaceX is gonna copyright us.
Yeah, probably. Oh man, that's just awesome though. So let's see, because this is the one that they just sent out into space, right? Oh, so this is. Yeah, so this is the one we just watched, I think, where they came back in. We'll watch it again, because it's cool.
It literally just looks like a reverse takeoff.
Oh my gosh. That's so satisfying.
And the Falcons have landed.
Alright, and then here is in space. Man, oh man. It's like, just because you can.
So
Oh
much money
my
Elon Musk
goodness.
has.
Yeah. My goodness. Don't panic on the dashboard. All right. That is SpaceX, a brief history. Obviously, we don't have time to cover everything.
The man that wants to make Mars inhabitable for humans without space.
Yes. Very ambitious individual, but love everything that he's trying to accomplish. Well, most things. All right. I think that basically covers our entire topic for today. It was really cool looking at.
Yeah, we've gone twice as long as we probably should.
It's really cool to look into what is coming in the future for space travel and companies in space. I think companies in space is really the key to advancing us now. Like before, it was all about countries and countries funding it and doing it. But I think companies have grown to a point where it's time for them to step up.
Well, and I'm sorry,
but they can actually make something of it.
Also, why did America and Russia do so much to go to space? It was just because they were competing with each other. It was a space race.
It was a
Nowadays,
huge competition.
We're allies for the most part.
Well, this is a different form of competition now, because now it is competition between companies.
Yep, which is why
companies
are the only people that will make advancement, because now it's not like.
Have a good night, Travis. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. So yeah, I think it's really interesting to see how companies are pushing the outer limits of space and seeing how they can make profit. And I'm excited to see what that holds in the future.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is that time in the show for... What's the time for, Joe? The 50 Cent feature.
I didn't even try to do that ASMR style. I just was trying to whisper and didn't realize it would sound like that way.
Wow, that's my Discord. Here we go. 50 Cent feature. Now, this is really interesting. Oh, my camera froze. Hold up, folks. Hold up. Let me fix my camera here. Is it fixed? Yes, we're good. All right. 50 Cent feature. Now, unfortunately, this week's 50 Cent feature is having some problems. When we try to go to it, it's called Planet Jump here. And if you notice here, it just says uninitialized. Not really sure what's going on there, but then when I click on it, it just kicks me back out to the store page. So that's a good sign, right?
So you can't even buy it right now.
So right now, if you wanted to, you can't even buy it. This is an exclusive game.
Yeah, but this is like beta testing.
We're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can even
interesting one.
If we can even run it. But it's called Planet Jump. That is the name of the game. So I don't even remember what the description is anymore, because we're just gonna try to play it and see what happens. Oh my goodness, it's loud.
That music, man.
So loud. Hold up.
United Kingdom or Russia? Wait, they only have English or Russian? Hey, this is talking about the space race.
It's so loud. Hold on, guys. It is very loud, and I can't make it quieter. Holy smokes. Oh, it's loud on stream, too. Let me bring that down.
Hey, James.
Holy moly.
It only has English or Russian.
Blasting.
It is about the space race.
Dude, my PC sound is at 1. I brought my PC speaker sound down to 1.
Yeah, just leave it at 1.
Yeah, I can't do any less than that. All right. Well, let's take a look at the
let's play it in Russian.
The bridge? What? Oh, oops.
This is gonna be an interesting one, I feel. English.
It
doesn't show what the level is. Click the arrow. See what it says.
Sound off, sound on. Those are the only options.
What do the arrows on the side do?
The music, we in the club, bro. Oh my goodness. This game already. Alright, well, I can't make the screen bigger. I was going to try to
What do the arrows do?
Oh, there we go.
Level select.
So it doesn't even have like. So
There's level 0.
level 0.
Wait, click play on level 0. What'll happen?
What do we get on level 0? Nothing. Develop. Oop, oop.
It's developed by Neat Games.
Neat Games. Wow.
And sound on, sound off.
This is a very
boy.
interesting. All right.
What do you do?
Dude, this is awesome. I have 1 heart. And I'm a cube.
What the heck?
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Now the sounds are super quiet. I'm gonna turn it back up because I can barely hear it now.
Well, just keep going, bro.
There we go. That's better. We need that audible jumping sound. Bloop. Turn it up for stream too. There we go. Is that better? All right. Oh, this is interesting already. Oh boy. Oh, oh. Do I just jump over him or do I jump on? Oh, okay. There's no audible sound of it's Minecraft Mario. Kind of is.
What if you walk into that thing? It's
Nothing, it just blocks me. But I can walk behind the tree. Can I jump on top of the tree? Oh. Oh. Do I? What happened?
What?
Was that it? Just next? I'm so confused. Can I go on this, do you think?
I think it's lava.
Okay. Wait, what? Is...
What?
So do I jump now? Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! That's actually... I didn't even see the platform before, did you?
Nope.
Alright, let's try that again.
No, don't leave it. Oh.
I'm gonna wait. Dude, like there was no sign of like where you need to go next. Okay.
Now.
What? So am I just supposed to keep traveling back and forth on that thing?
I guess.
Boop. Okay, I'm just gonna wait.
Well, comprehensive review. Very limited with options.
Very limited.
Very
with
limited.
options.
You can't even full screen, and that would drive me nuts. The goal is lame.
Can I just go to... Oh no, I do have to go level by level.
And
okay.
there's a level 0 for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. There's literally no options other than sound on, sound off.
So should I wait until I see it maybe?
You only get 1 life, which I don't even know why you have a life demonstrator if you only get 1.
That's a good point. Oh, I see it. Wait, do I just need... What? That's so mean.
What?
That's so mean.
I don't understand. Oh, no.
Dang it. Dude, that's so hard.
It seems very janky in almost every other aspect. I think it only gets a 1 from me.
It's bad. A 1? That's worse than Conan the Mighty Pig.
No, I gave Conan the Mighty Pig a 1. You gave it a 2, which gave it a total of 3. So if you give it a 1, then it officially is worse than Conan the Mighty Pig by our standards.
mean, it's...
Also, it doesn't exist right now. We're one of the few people in the world to have
made it.
this game.
We're one of the few people in the... No! I just made it there! Dang it!
James, what's your score?
I want to beat this level, alright? I'm not exactly having fun. I'm actually kind of frustrated right now because I can't... I don't understand why this second one takes so long to get there. Conan the Mighty Pig was great. No, it was not. It was an Adobe Flash, and it was janky as all... Like, look at that! Like, why am I just... Oh.
Be careful. Wait, why do they go up?
I don't know.
Why are the rocks going up?
Because they're mean. No, dang it! No!
James, what's your score for it? Score. Just give me a score and be done.
I just this is so frustrating. I just want to get past this level.
You know, I just had a thought, James. As of right now, you're spending $12 a year on these 50-cent games.
I am. Yes.
Actually, no. $24 a year.
Just on 50-cent games?
Yeah, because they're 4 weeks in a month. That's $2 per month.
I was in between them. Okay, I didn't get hit by one. I was in between.
Okay. Give it a score.
Oh man, I don't even know. Like, I almost do think it's worse than Conan the Mighty Pig. I almost do. Like, I mean, it's not crashing.
That's true.
Whereas Conan the Mighty Pig did crash.
Conan the Mighty Pig should have been a 2.
I don't understand why the title is The Bridge when it's Planet Jump.
The textures are so minimalistic. It doesn't even succeed at
But
its
you
art
can have
style.
you can have a minimalistic texture base and still have a good game.
But like it doesn't even pull off the minimalistic well.
Why did he turn back so fast? Why did he turn back so fast?
James, you clipped there for a moment. You yelled really loud.
I'm sorry. I am upset. Okay. This is making me angry.
Give it a review.
All right. Because of how angry I am, and because of how jank this is, and because of the fact that I can't even get to the store page to buy it again, and because the music is blaring in the menu and the sound effects are quiet in the game, and because the art style is trash and it looks worse than stinking Minecraft with just and it's frustrating as all get out. I give it a 1. That's what I give it. This gets a 2. A 2.
Our first game
with a 2.
Our first 50-cent feature to get the lowest possible
This
score.
is a terrible game. Never buy this game. This is a never recommended. If I could give it I can give it a 0, right?
I mean, we've never agreed.
We've never given a 0, but I think that I can give it a 0. It's out of 10. I mean, and I want to give it a 0. Can I give it a 0?
I mean, I guess I didn't think we were going that low.
This is deserving of a 0. This is a 0 out of 10 for me. Well, are you keeping your 1?
I'm gonna keep my 1.
Okay, so this is a 1 out of 20 from the Basement Brothers.
Because it does have an end goal.
I guess it is not a never buy. It's a extreme buy at your own risk. I hate it.
It's a 1 out of 20.
If you played it, Joe, you would give it a 0. Okay, I'm just saying.
The animation is fine.
Dude, the guy looks like he's thinking on like drugs. Like, look at him bounce up and down.
I'm sure Mom's enjoying hearing you refer to it as drugged.
Look at him. This is the most frustrating thing too, where you see it like, oh, I'm moving with you. There's no rhyme or reason. I didn't even jump there. I just
the bad 50-cent features are the greatest ones.
Look at that. Look, like, that's so irritating. I have to wait.
Okay, we'll be done with this. We'll do.
I'm gonna pass it real quick. Just a second.
You don't
mess with Cube Norris. Is that what you're calling this, dude? All right. I'm gonna pass it, and then we're gonna be done with this game forever, for life. No, that's right. There's my time. Do I go back to Earth? Yes.
You just planet jumped.
Yes, I just planet jumped.
Hit next.
All right, I am satisfied. I'm never playing this game again.
Oh my goodness! Look at the art.
I'm just. Why is the ground underneath me moving? You notice that? This game just got worse in the next level. Oh, and apparently you can't. All right.
And every time you have to click to the level you're on.
All right, no, we're done.
Okay, Reddit reviews.
We're done. It is time for the Reddit reviews of the week.
Now, I think
we need to bring my blood pressure down.
This Reddit review is extremely fitting.
I didn't even bring them up. Give me a second here.
Now, James, when you open up...
It's like a drug. You never understand the appeal of the side scrollers. No, I love side scrollers. Don't get me wrong. Side scrollers are good. Okay? But when they're done right.
Mario was half my childhood.
I gotta say, that was not a good side scroller. But side scrollers, yes, they're fun.
But not that one.
And just to summarize again, that game gets a 1 out of 20 from the Basement Brothers official review. So it is
official.
It is highly not recommended that you purchase that game, even if it becomes available again. All right, just to clarify.
You know, James,
don't
what if we ever
buy Planet Jump.
What if we ever get to be a big enough channel that like our review actually means something to people that make 50-cent games?
Whoa, Joe, it means something right now. All right. This is a highly respected reviewing process that we go through. We meticulously dissect each game and visually tear apart every part of the game to make sure that we are giving you the most comprehensive review on these low quality games. All right, that is what Basement Brothers is about. That is what our review is about. All right, bro.
Okay, fine.
All right.
Okay.
So don't buy this game. No, I know not to buy that game. It means a lot. See, Mark is with us on this.
Yep.
See, look at our fans. All right, they're like, this is so important. I think Joe is done. Time to fire him. Yeah, respect it, Joe. Respect our review. All right. Let me pull up the Reddit reviews because these are important too. All right, shows. Where is this at? Is it in the show file?
It's in the March.
I forgot to pull it up. I'm sorry.
It's in this week's show file Reddit review, and it's extremely fitting.
Good, because I'm so disappointed and outraged at that stupid game. It got me mad, man. All right, here we go. Reddit reviews of the week. Joe, you want to explain to the people what Reddit reviews are for those that don't know?
So, I pick a subreddit and I investigate 5 of my favorite posts in that subreddit. Just 5, no more, no less.
And then
we rank them in order of 1 through 5 based on how much I like them.
Yep. And here they are. What is the subreddit this week, bro?
I'll let you figure that out. Just.
All right. I just get to figure it out.
Yep. Click on it.
What was the title of that one? Moscow?
Moscow.
Moscow?
Yeah.
Were you trying to spell Moscow or?
Just click on it. You'll see.
Teacher, what are you laughing about? Me, nothing. My brain. Elon Moscow. That is something. The bottle of vodka is a nice touch. What? What? All right, so. Wait, what is this subreddit? It's Elon memes. Is this Elon Musk memes? Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. We're now doing a meme review of the meme reviewer that hosted meme review. All right, let's get the next one here. Human bot. 10 million likes, and my next project is a robot that is indistinguishable from a human.
The entire male population of Japan.
Someone created an account just for that? Just... That's hilarious. That's pretty good. All right, where do you want to put that one?
I think I like this one more than the Moscow.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Although my username being Boris, I'm partial toward the Moscow. Oh man. Madagascar. Gascar. I've actually seen this one before. Madagascar. Gascar.
This is my favorite one.
This is pretty good. Oh, and I guess we should explain for those that don't know. Elon Musk, you should know, but Elon Musk makes electric cars through Tesla, or he's the owner of Tesla, right? So
yes.
That's why it's funny. If I have to explain the joke, it's probably not very funny to you. And electric trucks now.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. Oh, is that number 1 for you right now?
Yes,
Okay.
that is.
Class. Choose your class. Fighter, Paladin, Specialist, Mage, Warrior, Assassin, Bard, Sorcerer, and Beastmaster. I see why you picked this one out. It's got that fitting D&D feel. Oh, man. Dude, this photo, man.
I put it at number 2.
All right. Number 2. Under the gas car. And in last...
No, above the gas. Oh, you know,
No,
yeah,
number
yeah.
2.
That's right.
Yeah.
Under. Yeah, you're right.
Cut out every now and then. Is it cutting out? The sound is? Well, hopefully someone responds. We'll see. It might be something I have to fix in the settings now that we're streaming over on YouTube. So, not for you? Okay. Well, if anyone else is having that problem, let us know. We'll look at tweaking settings. Okay. 3 Musk. I can see where this is going. Musketeers. Teacher, what is so funny? Nothing, my brain. Oh, 3 lawn musketeers. Oh man. Oh man. That is quite something. It's a little, I'm not gonna lie, that one's a little frightening. Just a little. All right.
I put that one at the bottom for now. It made
the
me
bottom,
laugh, but
okay.
it's the bottom. It's not as good as any of the other ones.
You laughed at all these, Joe. You must be an Elon Musk fan, huh?
I just think these are funny because they're so stupid.
They are. They're all right. So in review, in last place we have the 3 lawn musketeers. In this one should be higher, but in 4th place, we have the Russian Elon Musk in Moscow. And then in 3rd place, we have 10 million likes to build a indistinguishable robot from a human. Entire male population of Japan. And then in 2nd place, wait, Joe seems a little musky. Oh man, yikes!
Hey
the
James.
jokes. We have D&D Elon.
Hey James.
What?
What is the most common fruit served in the SpaceX cafeteria?
What is it, Joe?
A muskmelon.
Oh my word. All right. And in 1st place, we have the Meta gas car. Sad meme. All right. Those have been your Reddit reviews for the week. And with that, our show is actually going to be coming to a close. So thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope to see you next time. It's good being back on YouTube and live streaming over here. We'll be editing out videos for next week. We also, if you didn't check it out already, our next Astroneer episode is up, so be sure to go check that out. There was a lot of death in caves for me in particular. So, oh man, I think this has been the best Reddit review segment so far. Oh, it was a pretty good one. It was pretty good. So, when are you opening up the Minecraft server to fans? Ooh, actually, I got to talk with Mark about that. Mark was offering possibly working with him. So, did you just post a Wikipedia article to muskmelons in the chat, Joe? What are you doing, sir? Boy, oh boy. But I will talk with Mark about that, and we'll be doing stuff on that.
Yep.
But yeah, so we'll have another Astroneer episode next week, along with another show, and I'll have another video out on my channel for this coming week. Maybe we'll think about doing some D&D stuff. We'll put stuff in the works. We'll see how it goes. Maybe pay to play. Oh, I like that option.
Oh, brother.
All right, so thank you guys for watching. And oh, I didn't even mention if you've watched this far, thank you so much. Leave a like on this video and subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell, and that way you'll be notified when we go live.
We're gonna go back to that. We already have 2 likes in this
I
video.
know.
Now you have 3.
Thank you. See, that's why you remind people, like, hey, that helps out the channel, helps get our name out there, and yeah, we hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time on the Basement Brothers. Yeet. See you next time, guys.
Oh yeah.